Vote for Bihar. On November 6 and 11, Bihar will decide who governs it for the next 5 years. Election days are important in every state. But for Bihar, named the poorest region in South Asia not too long ago, they are critical. The will of its 7.4 crore electors will determine, among other things, whether Bihar finally moves up from the bottom of the per capita income rankings, where it has languished for decades. To the credit of Bihar's electorate, it is not easily swayed by emotive issues, unlike voters in many prosperous states. In the 2020 polls held in the shadow of COVID lockdowns, the key issues were unemployment and migration, flood havoc, and corruption. The state's electors are quite hard nosed in that sense, and vocal, but oddly lackadaisical when it comes to voting. After the modest highs of the 1990s, turnout fell sharply in 2005 and remained around the 57% mark the last two times. One hopes that it isn't sign of disenchantment. Bihar has been a laggard on social and economic indicator for so long that some voters may have given up the hope for change. And there's so much that needs to change for the better in the state. Be it child malnourishment, school enrollment, literacy rate, mortality, access to water, sanitation, and electricity. Bihar trails the rest of the country. The income gap is shocking. The average Bihar resident earns less than a third as much as the average Indian. 32,000 rupees versus 1,14,000 in 2023-24 in terms of 2014 rupees. But the national average hides high incomes in large states like Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. This is a much consequence of resides of this is a much consequence of their rise as of Bihar's decline. In 1960, Bihar had the fifth largest economy among Indian states, bigger than those of Gujarat and Karnataka. Its per capita income was even then below the national average, but at 70% aligned 28% now. And that's the slide Bihar's voters would want to reverse with their choice next month. There's no point in blaming historical wrongs. British permanent settlements 230 years ago. Settlement. And the freight equalization policy that erased Bihar's natural advantage for industrialization after independence. Today, any state with a determined government can script a turnabout in 10 to 15 years, as Odisha has shown. Bihar's own indicators have crept upwards, but its development needs to shift gears. The upcoming election should be about that.